Hello there, this is Forest Splish Splash, very much welcome. Today we're going to take a look into Paladins, and we're also going to make a kind of discussion here and comparison when it comes to Overwatch, because there has been an online discussion about this for a very long time. I think the developers, especially the hi-rez Studios developers that has done Paladins, is a bit tired of this discussion. But nevertheless, we're going to talk a bit about it. I want to hear your opinions as well in the comment section. And as you may know, hi-rez Studio has made a lot of games, good games such as Smite and Tribes Ascend, Global Agenda, Tribes Universe, and Paladins is a game that has been out for a while. I actually played the game already when it was a closed beta, and now it's an open beta, free to play, so you can download it and check it out yourself. As I said, this has been an ongoing discussion quite a long time, at least last fall 2016. We should say straight away that Paladins was actually in development before Overwatch was announced, but the developers at the hi-rez Studios did say that they decided to stick to their guns despite the elements of their game being similar to Overwatch, as other approaches didn't focus test too well, according to the devs themselves. But as I said, there's of course still a kind of debate going back and forth a bit, who copied who first and that kind of talk. And at the end of the day, we can ask ourselves if that's really interesting or not. That is up to you to decide how much you care about different kind of game developers copying from other when it comes to ideas and weapons and things like that. So it focuses a lot on whether Paladins changed to become more like Overwatch after Blizzard's announcement. And again, I have to say, we all know that Blizzard is known to copy from other game devs as well. You know, in Overwatch we have elements from other games such as Team Fortress 2, for example. But nevertheless, it has been an ongoing discussion for quite some time. I'm not sure how hot or how much they are actually doing it right now on social media or on other blogs and stuff. But instead of trying to abstract over who did what, I think it's better that you actually check out yourself what you think about the games by just playing them, because that at the end of the day I think you should decide what you like, and if it's important for you that it feels super unique, maybe you should go into some other games. Because again, if I also think about other genres or FPS genres in general, it's really hard to find a game that hasn't, you know, taken a few elements from another game and trying to implement them in their own game. When I came back and played Paladins now in the open version of the beta, of course the first thing that gets to me is that it has a very strong Overwatch vibe in it. There's quite a lot of these champions in Paladins, and I have to say, when you start to play immediately, you see the striking similarities to heroes from Overwatch. There's a lot of similarities both when it comes to the actual look of the characters, but also the abilities and also the weapons, like the ultimates as well. So we can talk about Barrick, for example, which is a bearded fellow who wields a blunderbuss, and he builds these defensive turrets. If you look at him, it's really hard not to be reminded of Overwatch's Torbjorn, which is also a bearded fellow who wields a rivet gun and also have a shotgun-like alternative fire, and he also builds defensive turrets. We also have Fernando, who is another Paladins character who seems oddly familiar if you take a closer look. He has this suit of armor, energy shield, and also these short-range offensive capabilities. So you start directly to think about Reinhardt, of course, in Overwatch. There's other characters as well that have similarities when it comes to Paladin compared to Overwatch, but again, I'm not sure if it's that important. Again, I would like to hear your feedback in the comment section if you have played both Overwatch and Paladins. But not only that, I would also like to know what game you like the most. But there are differences when it comes to Paladins versus Overwatch. Paladin has done something that I think will help them to stand out a bit different than Overwatch, but also help them to actually get that loyal player base without difficulty, who will continue to play the game. And that is the card-based loadouts. For example, they can allow you to select and power up a fistful of perks, and also that will direct your chosen champion toward a particular play style. So in each match, when you start, players will also purchase items using currency generated by getting kills and also contesting the match objective. So these items are geared toward helping players counter their opponent's team picks. And unlike Overwatch, you can't switch champions mid-match, something I try to do because when you see what the other guys are playing, maybe you feel that, oh, I need to change character in order to, you know, counter in a way. But buying and upgrading a health buff might be enough actually to give you the edge and can help you against a team that's picked a lot of damage dealers. So again, there are definitely differences between the game, and I think that the above mentioned will also help Paladins in the long run to compete against a AAA game such as Overwatch. And again, let me know what you think in the comment section. I can probably promise right now that you will see more Paladins gameplay on my channel, because I will play some with some friends and stuff, and hopefully also get the chance to get in and try the competitive side of Paladins. I'm interested to see if there's a big difference between casual and competitive as it is in Overwatch, because I have to say it's a huge difference if you have tried that. So if that's the case with Paladins, I might stick to that as well and play some competitive. It's gonna be fun to test that out. And thanks a lot for watching. Give me feedback in the comment section. A thumb up, a like is always appreciated. If you like the video, you might consider to share it so others can see it as well. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and I'll come back to you very, very soon. Thanks for watching. For the Splish Splash, over and out. Bye-bye.
Victory.